Good morning, my fellow traders. Welcome back to the Trade Academy. For those just joining us for the first time, please hit the subscribe buttons. And to our returning subscribers, like and share our videos. My topic for today will be on Btmm level 1 trade setup. How to pick a good trade setup on level 1. Now, before we go into how to pick the setups, we have to know how to identify our level 1. Now, our level 1 is when our ketchup and our water crosses together. By ketchup, I mean the red moving averages, and by water, I mean these blue moving averages. So when each of them crosses together, that is our level 1. So we had a reset here, and we have market crossing together. We can see the moving averages crossing together, the red and the blue. It crossed and is facing up, and all the candles are above it. So starting from here, we add the crossing. Starting from here, we add the crossing for our level 1. So once we have this level 1 crossing of our ketchup and our water, what we do is we wait for price to come and test our water. It must first of all break the ketchup. Price must come to touch the ketchup. Then after touching the ketchup, it will now come and test the water before we can start picking our level 1 trade from our water bounce. From the water bounce. So we are analyzing on 1 hour time frame. So we can see price keeps going up. The candles are still going up. We had the first touch on our ketchup, but that is not our target. That is just one of our target. The second is for price to touch the water. Now we have price touching our ketchup here. You can see the candle touching the ketchup here. Now we wait for price to come to our water. So we can see the price didn't actually touch our water, but it was close to it. So in as much as it has fulfilled the first and the second rules, so we can mark that area maybe with your rectangle tool. So when you come to your 15-minute time frame, that is on a lower time frame, where is it? So on a lower time frame, this is it. This was where we marked. So what we do on a lower time frame is we look at the daily separator, that's dotted line. We look at what happened here yesterday. This was the previous day, and this is our recent day. What actually happened here? We had a low. This low. Count the lows. We have just 1 low. And count the low here. We have 2 lows. So making this is 12 trade setup. I'm still going to make a video to explain this. So we use our 12 trade setup to enter this trade. So, and when you look at this present day, you see we have a nice W pattern. And we have the white candle closing above the ketchup. So look at the nice W pattern, and we have this white candle closing above the red moving average on 15-minute time frame. 15-minute time frame, you look to pick your 12 trade setup, your 22 trade setup, or 21 trade setup. Now once you have entered the trade, look at what you stand to make. This is what you stand to make. Now let's take a look on another pair, Euro GDP. We can see we have a crossing of our red and blue moving average in the direction of our trend. So we can see the crossing. It crossed facing downward. So that means we are only interested in selling. And what do? Our first rule when analyzing on 1 hour time frame is for price to touch our ketchup, which is the red moving average, then come back to test our water. So we can see the candles has already tested both the ketchup and the water. So I marked that area. Then I'll come to my 15-minute time frame, which is a lower time frame, to look for 12, 22 or 21 trade setup. So this was our previous day. Looking at our daily separator, our previous day, the high here, we are not after the high because the market has already gone too far. We are looking at the present. We'll try to compare with the present day. So that means we can't use our previous day. So what we do is we look here. We are looking at this present day. We had one high. We count this other high. We have two. So this is 12 trade setup. So using our 12 trade setup, the second leg has to be an M with a black candle closing below the red indicator, which is ketchup. So this is our entering point, and here will be our stop loss. Stop loss is always at the high or at the lowest point of your swing. So this is where you enter your trade and you start to make all these profits. Okay, before I end this video, let me show one more example. This is NZD card on 1 hour time frame, and I can see the crossing of our red and blue moving average, which is our ketchup and water. So after the crossing, I discovered that we had market breaking our red indicator, which is the ketchup, and we waited for the second touch to be on our water. You can see the candles touching the water, so I can boldly mark that zone. Can boldly mark it. Then since I'm analyzing on 1 hour time frame, the first thing we should know is we have a crossing facing up for a buy. So we come to our 15-minute time frame, and this is what we do. Consider your previous day. Looking at our daily separator, consider the previous day. You can see this is the low of the previous day. Then check, do we have a pattern here? But I think here we just have a kind of V, which is half Btmm. So this is also good in picking trades, half Btmm. In as much as price didn't take out this low, this is also good in picking trade, and you stand to make so much profit. You can see how the market moved, how the market bought. Thank you.